turn of the century at Collinwood, where a woman has journeyed from another time, from the year 1969, to help her friend. But unknowingly, she has been betrayed, and now in a mill near the great estate, she faces an enemy she has never seen before this night.
Yes, my dear. This is the source of my power. I haven't introduced myself since Aristide so kindly brought you to me. I am...
Count Pitafi.
Oh, my fame has preceded me, Dr. Hoffman.
What do you want?
You're a very direct woman. Tell me, are all women like you in your time? I'm fascinated by the future. But I'm beginning to find it rather forbidding. Everyone who has been there seems so reluctant to talk about it. Why? I can force you to tell me, you know. I dislike using force on such short acquaintance, but if I must, I will. You see, before this night is over, I intend to see what you so recently have seen. The glories of Collinwood in another time. I plan to leave this lamentable year tonight, and you will help me.
I don't know why you think I can tell you how to get anywhere.
Must we go through all this?
But I'm a stranger here.
You've memorized your story very well. Tell me, why is your hair so short? Is it the fashion in 1969, or have you recently had fever and had it cut off?
I don't need to tell you any of my story.
You're right. I already know it. You were found sitting on the steps of Collinwood wearing a ridiculously short skirt. From there, you were taken in a state of shock to the old rectory, where you were assisted by Barnabas and Quentin Collins.
Quentin told you.
Quentin Collins has the reputation of being a singularly graceless liar. No, Dr. Hoffman. I do not rely on humans for my information, which is why you will find it impossible to lie to me. You will help me.
I can't.
We shall see. I'm afraid we shan't be able to finish our conversation now. Someone is coming, not Barnabas Collins. Don't be frightened when you find yourself unable to speak. I'll see that you can again when I want you to. Now I think you'd better come with me. You'll be quite comfortable in here. I'll see that you are made comfortable.
Pitafi?
Charles, just a moment.
Does he know that when I draw something that doesn't exist, it comes into being? I have got to find out if he knows.
You must stop these impromptu visits.
Why are you locking that door?
It is no concern of yours. What do you want?
I came here to talk about me. To talk about what I was before I met you and you met me.
What were you? A decidedly mediocre painter.
Look, you said the first time I met you that all I had to do was be loyal to you.
I never allowed you to be disloyal.
Look, I know that somehow you let me discover the talent I had.
I somehow supplied the talent I found lacking.
All right, but when you gave me that talent, did you give me any other talents?
I thought one was enough. What is all this?
You don't know.
I never shall unless you tell me.
We are talking about Amanda Harris.
No, indeed, we are not, Charles. We are not discussing romantic nonsense. Whatever mad coincidental relationship there may be between your portrait and this girl, I am not interested. Amused, perhaps, but your romantic life, Charles, does not interest me.
But don't you want to know?
What could there possibly be new about falling in love? Now, go home, Charles. Please. Go home and dream about Amanda Harris.
Why do you stay here? And what's this game you're playing? The fallen woman in search of truth.
I didn't say it was that.
I wouldn't believed you if you had. But you are here for a reason.
No.
Amanda, look at me. I think you're quite capable of taking care of yourself. You're strong enough without Trask's prayers.
Do you want me to leave this house?
No, of course not. I just don't want you to get mixed up with Trask. Perhaps you're not aware of the way he looks at you. But I am. Now, what are you doing here?
Oh, I can't explain it to you.
Why?
Because it started before I knew you. It made sense to me then, perhaps, as much as anything else did.
And it doesn't now?
I don't know. Oh, please, Quentin, let me figure it out my own way.
All right. I'll let you. If you meet me tomorrow night after dinner.
Not here.
No, away. Away from Trask's prying, huh? That's all right. In the garden?
I'll try.
No. None of that. Do you want to come?
Yes. Yes, I want to come.
Then you will. That's what I mean. I'm not going to hide the fact that we're together. Well. Good evening, Mr. Tate. An odd hour to call, isn't it?
Well, I was just passing by the house.
And you were curious to see who was up, huh?
No, I saw a light on, and I thought maybe Miss Harris would be here. Miss Harris, I have to talk to you. It'll only take a minute. It's very important.
I didn't know you two knew each other well enough for anything to be important.
The Reverend Trask has asked me to paint a portrait of Miss Harris.
Well, this is an ideal time to discuss it, Tate. What's so important? The color of her gown?
Please, Quentin, will you leave us?
But I don't have any other choice, do I? Good night.
What do you want, Mr. Tate?
I have to talk to you. Because I know everything. Because I know why you can't remember anything before March 11th, 1895.
You know about me?
Yes.
Oh, tell me, please.
Well, it's not going to be easy.
Oh, please tell me.
Look, the last time I saw you was here, right? And you told me that you didn't remember anything before March 11th, 1895. Well, that date meant something to me, too. But I didn't know exactly what, so I went back to my studio and I found a painting that I did on March 11th, 1895. The date was right there on the painting for anybody to see.
Oh, yes, but what has the painting to do with me?
Miss Harris, that painting was of you.
But you didn't know me. Perhaps it's someone who resembled me.
No, I painted a portrait of a face I wanted to create. A face I wanted to see. Your face.
I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that when I painted you, you came into being.
You're mad.
Oh, look at me. Do I look mad?
Well, if you aren't, it's the most romantic bit of nonsense I've ever heard in my
Look,
life.
I can prove it to you. Now, that night, I went back to the studio and I couldn't get you out of my mind. Well, there's something I do when I want to forget something. I start to sketch. I did a still life. There were some things on a table across the room. And when I was almost finished, I thought the sketch needed something to balance it off. A vase, and I thought it up. It wasn't on the table. I just dreamed up a vase, and I sketched it. And when I sketched it, that vase appeared on the table.
Mr. Tate, you're hallucinating.
I'm telling you the truth, and I can prove it. Now, look. This table. Now, there's nothing on it, is there?
Nothing.
I'm gonna sketch a glass on that table. Now, you just look at it.
Mr. Tate, I can't believe any of this. You need help. Obviously, you're overworked.
Just look at the table. There. There now. Describe the glass that's on the table. Go on.
There is no glass.
No. I'm telling you, I sketched it.
I don't care about your sketch. I don't want to hear any more of this.
Listen, you gotta come to my studio now. You gotta see the portrait that I painted. And the brooch. I didn't even tell you about the brooch. Please, you gotta come.
I don't want to.
I'm
Let
telling
go.
you gotta come to my studio.
No!
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, let go of me.
Tate, what'd you do to her?
What I did to her started the day I met Count Patoffi.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm not. You'll understand. Soon enough.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, you will. You've dealt with Patoffi before. Soon you're going to be doing things that you're not going to even understand. No, you're not going to even understand yourself.
You will be able to speak again now. A woman who won't talk. Perhaps you'd like a further demonstration of my powers. I know how difficult it is to convince a stranger of one's own determination. But I have a sentence upon me, Dr. Hoffman. I have enemies. Enemies I cannot fight, enemies I must escape. How did you transcend time? How did Barnabas Collins? What is the method you used? I must know it now. Do you see this hand? Shall I pass it over your face, Julia? Then bring you a mirror? Would you like not to recognize yourself? Shall I cast a spell on you?
No. No.
Tell me.
No. No. I Ching. Oh, that's how we came here. The I Ching.
Admiring yourself?
What are you doing here?
I want a favor.
It's late and I'm tired.
It's a very small favor. I believe you have some I Ching wands. In fact, I'll wager you even knew Barnabas used them to get here. Did you? Did you lie to me about it? I shall mind it very much if you did.
I guess last night. They're in the basement of the old house, where Barnabas was when Edward locked him up. There you are, Patofi. You have your favor.
For the moment, at least.
It's the last favor I do for you. We are finished. Through. Done. You can take this portrait and get out. I don't care what you do with it. I want nothing more to do with you ever again.
You are a petulant little boy, Quentin.
I am a man who has betrayed a friend and who let you kidnap a woman who did nothing to you.
Yes, a conscience can be a very troublesome thing. Shall I rid you of yours?
Did you hear me? I said get out! Or kill me. Because I don't want to spend the rest of my days doing you favors.
My dear boy, you haven't even started.
Is there nothing I can do to get rid of you?
No.
Then I'll have to kill you.
You could try. There would be punishment for that, too. An unexpected relapse when you least expect it. No, Quentin, a full moon isn't necessary. It could happen any time. I have many powers.
You won't control me.
I do control you. We shall meet again, Quentin. Whatever happens tonight, we shall meet again. You are a slave, Quentin. You didn't used to be, but you have become a slave. I, on the other hand, have always been a master.
You've dealt with Patafi. Soon you'll begin to do things you can't explain, even to yourself. You've dealt with Patafi. Soon you'll begin to do things you can't explain, even to yourself. You've dealt with Patafi.
No!
Soon...
No! You've explained it to me, but have you told me everything?
Everything I know, yes.
I think I shall feel quite at home in the unknown. It's impossible for anyone who's lived as long as I have to feel very much fear. I throw the wands on the table.
Yes. Now you must place them parallel.
How like the Chinese to have based something so complex on a simple set of wands.
They will form one of 64 hexagrams.
Which is this one in the book?
It's the third one, the Kuhn hexagram.
What does it signify?
There will be great progress and success.
Oh, excellent.
The character Kuhn shows how a plant struggles with difficulty out of the earth, gradually rising above the surface.
That is quite perfect.
But the top line, it's divided. The horses of the chariot are obliged to retreat. There are weeping tears of blood.
You'll hear no more. We shall begin now. If there is any bloodshed here tonight, it will be yours. Aristide stands guard outside the door. One move from you and he will kill you, do you understand?
Yes. You can sit down now and and begin to concentrate on the hexagram. Concentrate deeply enough, you will see a door. The hexagram will be on the door. The door will open, and your astral body will journey through it.
Yes. Into another time. I will make it happen.
Count Patafi, what's happening? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I see the hexagram. And the door. And beyond it lies the future.